what is a safe? And not something that you store your papers or your gold or your personal items in. In terms of investing, in terms of structuring a deal, a safe is a simple agreement for future equity. So this has been created by the folks at Combinator. They give a tremendous amount of resources on their website. We'll link to a 45-minute presentation from one of their partners. But the high level of what a safe is a situation where you're looking to raise capital and you don't necessarily want to do a priced round. You can't agree on the terms. You want to make it easier for your investors to invest in your business without getting bogged down in all of the details. So that simple agreement for future equity, it'll typically have a number of terms and dissolution rights and voting rights and liquidation rights and lots of details that you really need to look at, because although Y Combinator created standardized templates, not all safes are created equally. They're easily changed, easily updated. So check the details, but high level, it's going to have a few meaningful or basic terms. 1, how much capital is being put up. 2, a discount. And 3, a cap on the valuation. So if you look at the discount, in certain cases, if I'm going to invest in your business, I don't know how to set the valuation. I don't want to fight with you over terms. Let's kick the can down the road and let somebody else decide what that valuation is. But that discount provides me some downside protection or provides me an incentive to give capital now rather than waiting or finalizing and investing at a priced round. So that's kind of your downside protection and your benefit to investing now rather than later. Then you have valuation caps. So let's say I'm going to invest in the business and I want a lot more upside than a 10 or 20% discount because the amount of capital may give you runway for 6, 12, 18, 24 months. So in those cases, you may see a valuation cap. So, okay, we'll invest in the business at a $10 million cap, and you may also see a discount with the cap. So that way you have your downside protection if that example of a $10 million cap and a 20% discount. If you raise capital at $50 million, I'm capped out at the $10 million, so it's a nice upside for me. Now, things don't go to plan, something happens, market changes, whatever, you go out and you raise capital at a $5 million valuation. Now that 20% discount kicks in, so rather than paying the $5 million valuation, I'm getting in at a $4 million valuation. So a safe is an interesting way for investors to streamline an investing process, not get bogged down in some of the valuation details or discussions, eliminate some of the legal costs and concerns that you have when you're raising capital, issuing new shares. But it's important to understand what you're getting yourself into, understand the potential dilution effects. It's important to really understand the mechanics of a safe and how that affects you as you move forward. But just a high level, this is what a safe is. It's worth taking a look, and we'll link to some more resources in the comments.